this is Jeff with Dentler's Dog Training and Plus RVing and Camping with Dogs. And we know that barking is a big issue when it comes to camping with your dogs. So today I wanted to go over the 3-bark rule, which is a really good tool to use to interrupt your dog's barking when they are alert barking. This is not for separation anxiety or things like that. This is when they're alerting to something that they see out the window, or if we're outside and they see maybe another dog walking by and they start barking. This is a way to get your dog to interrupt, come back to you, let that thing pass by, and then then we resume with our camping experience. So first thing we need a cue. What word or phrase are we going to use to get our dog to come to us? For my dogs, they already know that's enough. When they hear that's enough, they know stop barking, come to me. Because they already know that, I'm going to introduce a new word just so I can show you how we teach this. I'm going to use the word quiet. Now, we're in sunny and hot Myrtle Beach. We're actually right next to an airport, so every once in a while there's going to be a plane taking off or landing. Because we're in Myrtle Beach, I left without my wireless microphone, so I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me, but we'll just make do with what we have. So like I said, we're going to use the word quiet as we teach them to respond to that cue. The other thing you need is a motivator. I have labs, they're motivated by food. So use some yummy treats. If you have a dog that's motivated by a tennis ball, by a tug toy, something like that, you can use it. It's all about what motivates your dog, okay? So the way that we're going to start with the 3-bark rule, again, it's to draw them away from something, and we're going to say our cue. They're going to respond to it. We're going to draw them away from the thing that they're barking at, reward them for coming to us, and then release them. But the way that we start training this is to do it when they're quiet. Don't try to train this while they're actually barking at something. So do it when they're quiet. Okay, so both my dogs are laying down right here, so that's a perfect opportunity. So I'm going to take a couple of treats out of my bag, and I'm going to say, Ash, Chase, quiet, and then I'm going to give them the treats. That's it. Okay, so all we're doing at this point is associating the word quiet with something really good. Okay, and you let the dogs go back to doing what they were doing. They're quiet, they're not paying attention, then we'll do it again. Ash, Chase, quiet. So Chase is already up. Good boy, good girl. And again, we'll let them go back to doing what they were doing. Lay down. Lay down. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes. Good job. That's a good job. When they do what you want them to do, mark it. Mark it with a yes or a click. That lets them know that what I just did, responding to the word, that is what's earning me the treat. So that time I used the word yes. Next one, I'll use a clicker. Doesn't really matter which method you use. I prefer a clicker. I think a clicker, when you have ambient noises like this, I think a clicker is going to cut through those noises a little bit better than a verbal word would do, such as yes or something like that. But sometimes when you use a clicker, it's just an added piece of equipment that some people have difficulty using. for a while, you'll get used to it. It's not that difficult. It's just that noisemaker, that's all it is. But again, it lets them know that they did something right and that they're about to get rewarded for it. So again, we'll give them a few minutes to kind of ignore me, and then we'll do it one more time. Chase, that's enough. Yes, good job. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Good girl. Okay, so now we'll move on to our next step. Now that we've gotten a word introduced, our cue word, now we'll start getting the dogs on the move. So what I mean by that is we'll be drawing them away from the thing that they're barking at. All right, so that's the next step. As I mentioned, it is hot out here, so the dogs obviously want to stay in the shade. So let's say that, you know, the object that they are barking at is over there. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put my clicker down because I have to hold a camera and distribute treats, so it's gonna be a little cumbersome. So we're just gonna use the word yes. So again, we have our cue word set, quiet. And now we're going to work on drawing them away from the object that they're barking at. So I'm going to say Ash and Chase quiet as I back away, and they will come to me. I will reward them and then let them go. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes, good girl. That's a good boy. And like I said, go back to what we were doing, which was lounging in the shade. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes, good girl. That's a good boy. Good job. All right, go lay down. Ash, Chase, quiet. Quiet. Boy. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes. Good job. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes. Now, we are luring them back. Okay, that's an important part of this, that we're luring them away from the area or the object that they would be barking at. In the beginning, you're going to be doing the luring. Okay, that's not going to last forever, and you'll see how the dogs will respond. We're going to do this a few more times. Did I say that's enough that time? I think I did. Bad habit. All right, I gotta remember to switch to the word quiet. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes, good girl. Good boy. Good job. That's a good job. Okay. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes. Yes, good boy. Okay, this time I'm going to try just the cue alone without luring, and we'll see if they'll come to me. I'm just going to be on the other side of our fence here, and we'll see how they respond to that. Ash, Chase, quiet. Yes, Good girl. Good boy. That's a good job. That's a good job. So there, they responded to the cue. They came over to me, away from the area where they might have been barking, and we redirected them. Ash, quiet. Yes, oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yes, it is. Good job. Good job. You weren't barking, but you still came away from that puppy dog. Good job.